Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
A Monday of single best idea after the cacophony coming off of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Very difficult to pick two ideas today out of great conversations. The team worked all weekend to sort of piece together, not where are we now, but into the joint session of Congress on Tuesday. Kaylee Lyons and Joe Matthew has that for you. Just sort of where are we now, linking together economics, finance, investment, and international relations. On international relations, my first request yesterday, Sunday, was Peter Trubowitz. In Austin, years ago, they developed the Lyndon Baines Johnson School of Government, which, you do. It's no big deal. But then, boom, it came out in a big way as a huge academic success. And part of that LBJ school success was Peter Trubowitz. He now holds court at the London School of Economics on our Secretary of State, the gentleman from Florida, Peter Trubowitz.
So my view, and I've said this and I'm on the record, I believe he won't last very long. So, and that's because it's pretty clear. Anybody that was watching on Friday or watched the Saturday Night Live spoof of it realizes that Marco Rubio is very uncomfortable. He's basically pivoting 180 degrees from things that he said about the war, Putin's war in Ukraine 2 years ago. So the question is, can he carry the brief and, or not? To me, he seems like he's not a particularly relevant player in the administration.
Right. Peter Trubowitz riveting there on all that's going on in our political maelstrom, both in his London and in Washington and New York. Try to get the full interview there with Peter Trubowitz. It was very, very valuable. David Bahnsen was with us from the Bahnsen Group. He's out on the left coast. It's usually, wealth management and, what are you doing? What are you doing with cash and all that? But somewhere in the middle of the conversation today, he gave a clinic on the raging debate that Paul Sweeney loves, and that is, okay, there's a share buyback. Just give me a dividend.
First of all, share buybacks don't actually happen. About 75% of share buybacks in the S&P 500 are replacing shares that were given out in compensation, so they're not a return of payment. But you can't eat a share buyback, and a lot of investors out there need to buy groceries and do real things with cash and de-risk. Every dividend you receive is de-risking the investment. It's real monetization. A share buyback is compounding your risk. Now, when the stock keeps going up, that can be a very good thing, but it isn't the same form of capital return. But in Cook's case, the issue is the incentive to do dumb things with money. Now, for Apple, it doesn't matter with that kind of free cash flow, but what did they spend on the electric vehicle experiment? $8 billion they set on fire. If you're returning dividends to shareholders, you don't go spend $8 billion on a little side project.
There have been any number of discussions in this over the years. That was the single clearest discussion I've ever heard. David Bahnsen, just absolutely spectacular there. Whatever your opinion here, we got some great feedback from people. One former media executive emailed in and said, look, buybacks, are great. There's no tax treatment versus dividends, which are taxable. And on the debate goes. We'll continue to bring that to you as we look at investment. On your commute across America, we just got in the February numbers. We're humbled. Thank you so much on the many different ways to listen to us on radio, to use a phrase from another time and place. On YouTube, you subscribe to Bloomberg Podcast. Special thank you to David Weston for his incredible interview with the Secretary of Treasury late Friday. To say it went viral is an understatement. On Bloomberg Podcasting, again, subscribe to YouTube. And on YouTube Podcasts, this is Single Best Idea.